Well, let's get more analysis on this from Amir Oren. He's a columnist at Haaretz and joins us live also from West Jerusalem. So what do you think will be the outcome of the Supreme Court hearing, Amir?
Well, I would hazard a guess that the justices will not let the legislation, as it stands now, to be in the books for much longer. They will either scrap it altogether or will order the Knesset to rewrite it, to sharpen it, so that it will have a narrower interpretation than what the original drafters wanted it to have. And in both cases, the drafters, the hardline right wing of the Netanyahu coalition will lose.
And of course, right now we have 15 of the justices there for the first time. How significant is that fact?
It's very significant because if you had 3, 5, 7 justices, you could have appealed to a broader forum, but there is no broader forum. This is the most supreme court of all in Israel. And what all observers were looking for was to see whether there are differences between the so-called conservative wing of the court and the more liberal and activist wing. And up to now, it didn't happen because the advocates for the Knesset position did not give ground. The so-called conservatives were looking for some opening in order to say, okay, let's go for a narrow interpretation rather than an outright cancellation of the law. But the Knesset advocates insisted that it's all or nothing at all.
And Amir, the results, the outcome of what happens today, I understand won't be known for months, possibly January, as our correspondent was saying. What happens until then? What pressure will that put on Benjamin Netanyahu? And as we also heard there, he's going to the US for the UN General Assembly. How much pressure could the US put? We know he hasn't been listening to the US, but could that move anything forward?
So Netanyahu is torn between two forces pulling him either way. His right wing demands no concessions to the liberals, to the protesters. The other wing tells him, why don't you give them, the protesters, something in order to show that you are considering their position, in order for President Biden to let you have this White House invitation. And apparently, the right wing in the government is ambushing Netanyahu. He would have compromised had he not been beholden to his justice minister and to the settler movement.
All right. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Amir Oren, columnist at Haaretz. Thank you for your analysis and time on this story.
Thank you.